So the title of our film is Ambition. In the dictionary, it says, ambition is a strong desire to do or achieve something. What does the word ambition mean to you?
Whatever you decide to do in your life, that's what drives you. It's being ambitious to reach the next step, to reach next goals, and to improve yourself when you step on court and when you train. That's the one thing that drives you.
3 championship points. There it is. Hingis marches into history. The youngest Grand Slam champion in the Open era. 16 years, 3 months, 26 days, and a convincing win.
My first slam, my first victory. Yeah, there's so many great memories I've had over the years, but the first one always stays the first. And yeah, there were definitely many critics. Is she mature enough? Is she ready to win a slam? And obviously I wanted to prove them all wrong, and that I was ready and I was capable of doing it. Thanks to my mother, I was able to learn at a very young age, played a lot of amateurs, other children. When you look back at it, I'm like, when I won my first slam at 16, I was like crazy. You know, when you think back that we were already capable of doing that at that age. I mean, Monica was 17 or 18 when she won her first slam. So Steffi Graf, Sabatini, Sanchez, Martinez, they all started at 14, 15 to be professional, and it was very normal in my generation.
Rafael Nadal, predicted by some to be on track to become the youngest ever #1 ranked player in the world.
Yeah, you have Nadal and Roger. I mean,
Roger Federer, a lot of folks say, hey, he could be the Australian Open champion.
Obviously now Djokovic also. I think that only happens very few times.
Novak Djokovic makes his entry onto Rod Laver Arena at just 17 years of age. What a moment for him.
It's amazing what they were able to do. I mean, the playing, the athleticism they brought to the day, and they had to change over their career and adjust and adapt, and they were able to do so. But again, this generation already knows how to deal with it.
When we were having those finals with Nadal and Federer and Serena around, the energy levels, I thought they could never be eclipsed, and they actually are. We saw the players who played in the Next Gen Championships at the end of 2024 came here with momentum. It was João Fonseca from Brazil.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
No. So bad. It was so bad. It was so bad. It was so bad.
And you've got other players like Leonard Tien and Alex Michelsen.
Rose? Wait, my name's Rose?
Is your name Rose? Rose!
It's a new generation, of course, you know, to see this new one. You know, it's very nice. They're very young, different.
The past couple of years, there's been more and more young players. We want to kind of make our mark in the sport. For me, it's good for the sport. It's great for the fans.
Go, go, go.
There's a new crop coming, Nick. Change is good. It is.
We have a lot of singles players who are fighting and working so hard to be here on the top and inspire people.
Looking forward to some young guns in action.
They are no fear, and that's something that I appreciate.
We are fearless, for sure. When we play guys like Novak, we don't look intimidated.
It's great for the sport, you know, the more people we have, young people coming up, the more game changer we have and the more rivalries we have.
In Melbourne, a new star is born.
This game is in a really great spot. New stars are being minted every year, and we've got some new ones coming out.
João Fonseca, yeah, this kid, it's actually a great story. There's no one direction you can go and say, oh, this guy's gonna be good and this girl is gonna be good. I think with João, we can see that everyone in the locker room, not only me or the media, everyone in the locker room, there's a buzz around him that is like, this kid is gonna be really good. People think it's easy as a player, oh, just that, but it's not easy. The pressure, the constant pressure, it's normal that the good players and the special players, they can handle that.
Come on in. Cheers. I will leave it.
Normally the people from other countries say Joao Fonseca. For me it's fine, but in Brazil we call João Fonseca. I say things in my life is happening really fast. Like you said, I was playing juniors, being runner-up like the doubles here in Australia, juniors, and then now I'm the Grand Slam here in Australia. It's my first time playing Grand Slam's men draw.
From Brazil, Joao Fonseca.
Genuinely couldn't be more excited for this match on Margaret Arena. It is one of those massive first-round matches.
And please welcome their opponent, Rublev.
Currently ranked 9 in the world is Rublev. Fonseca just loitering outside the world's top 100 as a teenager, but he is very much being tagged as the future. João Fonseca.
I was a part of the time on tour when Gustavo Kirten, or Guga, was winning 3 Roland Garros. And the energy around the world when he played was just different because the Brazilian fans, they bring the vibe.
The establishment versus the guy that's trying to break down the establishment a little bit.
After Google, we had a lot of players, but at this moment we feel that the Brazilian tennis is much more stronger. I think not only me and not only Fonseca, but we have more kids watching tennis, and we having the opportunity to share more moments with juniors who play tennis.
Dynamite. Absolute dynamite. What a gem we found.
It was my first time in a big stadium, famous stadium. First time playing a top 10 guy, first main draw, singles match of a Grand Slam. So just trying to enjoy every moment, play my tennis, and yeah, we got pretty good, I think.
Simply phenomenal, Fonseca. Welcome to the top 100. We'll see you in the top 10.
It is what it is now. The kid is a superstar, not only on the court, but off the court. And it's something I call like the charismatic talent, because everybody likes him.
I knew it was a difficult match against a top 10 player, and I had no pressure, so I just enjoyed every moment. Now let's go for the second round.
Hello and welcome to the 2023 Australian Open Girls Singles Final.
This is what you worked up towards, getting to the final stages of a junior Grand Slam.
That final was a very, very tough match. I was very, very nervous. At that time, it just felt like the most important tournament of my life. I never rewatched that match. Bring back a lot of memories.
It's the coming of age for Alina Korneva. A picture of agony and ecstasy.
I was a bit heartbroken with the result. After that, I just kind of decided to forget about Juniors Tour because I was very heartbroken and I was very sick of it. So I decided to try to, play more the ITFs and try to, play more WTA tournaments.
A prodigious talent, undoubtedly. Only 17 years of age is Mirra Andreeva, but she really is doing some great things already in this sport.
On the women's side, Andreeva, I think she's the best talent out there. It's great to watch how her career develops, because I think she's only 17.
The transition from juniors to ITF to the tour has been seamless for her. She went from 300 to the top 50, and right now she's looking at the top 10.
I'm a person who can overthink a lot. For example, when I serve, I change my mind so many times.
And this time Andreeva has the answer.
But I'm glad that I changed my mind quickly, and it doesn't really affect my game.
Through Conchita Martinez's help, she can gain a lot. I think now she's trying to kind of put her more inside the court to take the risk. The biggest question is she going to be able to overcome her fear when she knows she could do it?
It's a fine finish, and it's an opening win in Melbourne for Mirra Andreeva.
So if you want to do the snappy snap.
Action! Ready, set, let's go! After Olympics, we talked about playing doubles together in the future. In Brisbane, we decided why not, and it was great.
First tournament of a year.
Yeah, so it was good.
Whispering softly, whispering softly.
Okay, short for me, I think. In English? She can be like crazy, but I mean fun crazy. Like she can say something that I was like, oh my God, okay.
Sometimes I wish I could have more just normal clothes to be more beautiful.
You find your group of people that you look forward to the next training, whether it's at home or at the tournaments. And I think it's in any job. You're not friends with everybody, but you have some friends and some people that you enjoy that.
Mirra Andreeva and Dana Snyder, what a combination they're turning out to be.
Sometimes we do discuss some people in the crowd, and we're like, did you see that guy? Like, oh yeah, he looks handsome. So sometimes they have some talks like this.
They're having fun, laughing, and they have such good attitude.
For me, it's hard to accept the thing that I'm like top 13 in the world, thinking I'm still like a junior because I still feel like a kid. So I feel like that's why me and Mirra like such a good match.
Schneider, 20 years of age. She was an impressive junior as well. She made the semi-finals at Roland Garros in 2021 and the US Open in 2022. Also won girls' doubles at 3 of the 4 majors.
I think in 2021, French Open and juniors, I just split parts with some coach, and then I was like, I didn't have a base, I didn't have a coach, and then there was like hard situation. I was like, am I going to be allowed to play? Like, what is going to be next? Like, what should I do? Like, what is going to be our plan B if plan A doesn't work?
All these players, especially on the women's tour, you need the parent to be there for you. Or you have really good foundation and coaches who teach you if it's not the parent.
In Europe, everyone is thinking that if you're going to college, you're not going to turn pro at all. Like, I feel like it's completely different in US. Everyone love college sports, like enjoying it so much. I was thinking that I'm very bad on hard courts. Well, whole season of college is going on hard courts. So I was like, this is where I can become better, just playing and practicing all the time on the hard courts. So I wrote a message to a college coach. I was like, I'm committing, I'm coming. My goal always was to be a professional player, but I just never knew like when it's going to happen.
It really takes a very special person to make this decision, to be taking the weight out of your home and making the decision and take the risk.
To znamená horní lištu.
No.
A měl bys mít úplně vlevo dole, skoro v rohu.
I think there's like many players who have the potential to really perform at a very high level. Jakub Menchik, physically very strong. He seems like he has all the shots, but mentally there is a weakness where he has to believe that he's that good as he is.
Tady toto je jakoby pokud chceš screen recording.
So we do all the time before the game. I'm having a phone call. We do a call with my coach. Also, before leaving the hotel, I'm packing my stuff, preparing for the match. I'm playing with these guys all the time, so that's tough.
When I was
around 12 when I started, to play international tournaments. I was realizing that I can play with the best players in the world in my age. When I started to play juniors, and really on high level, then I basically, let's say that I turned pro,
Mensik is an exciting prospect. There's a new crop coming, Nick. I like variety of players, different styles, and we're going to see a young gun, I think, tonight.
Similar feeling here to me than it was 24 hours ago on this court when we had Rublev against Fonseca. Feels like we've got an established top 10 player against one of these up-and-comers, doesn't it, tonight?
Yeah.
Feels great. You're playing here, in Melbourne. It was always my favorite, Grand Slam and place where I wanted to be and where I wanted to play.
Look, I don't know whether he can beat Casper Ruud, but he may well be able to. He's that good, I think, 19 years of age.
Just power, pure raw power, big serve, big guy, and massive backhand. So this kid, how is he able to handle that pressure and that expectation at such a young age? No one knows. It's him. He likes it. He likes that moment.
You are meeting the best players or the players, basically every week, and for me it was this kind of wow,
Jakub Mensik records a 5th top 10 win of his career. He knocks out the 6th seed. What a performance.
Still, it's great that it's still great that I'm there, I'm with them, and it's just showing me that I am where I want to be.
We'll wake up. I only travel with, 2-3 people max. I'm not one of those people that has massive teams and doesn't really talk to anybody. I like talking to people when they talk to me. Talk to pretty much all the Americans, Ben, Francis, Chris, I talk to all the Americans, and I think Americans that like to stick together. There's a little section just all the Americans. Nice little jersey. Might wear it. My name on it, even though I'm not a soccer fan or a football fan. Sweating a lot, so I gotta throw in a lot of clothes and wristbands. I never practice with wristbands, but gotta throw them in. So I'm a nomad. Every week you're in a new spot, different room, different environment. But I've come to embrace it. At first I was kind of miss home, but now I'm just I've accepted that I never go home and I just play tennis all the time. So it's good. I've accepted my fate, but I love it though. I love it. No negatives at all. I'm never really gonna see my family or friends as much, but growing up, I never really went to parties. I was just always I had to be up for practice at 9 a.m. the next day, so I couldn't go out and do fun stuff that often. Just always thinking about tennis, playing tennis, watching tennis. Just lived and breathed it. And I think that's a big reason why I'm here. And then I was playing tennis and baseball, and I was baseball's just not for me. It was too slow for me. Plus, I liked it being. I like being alone, and winning and losing is on me because I hated losing when my teammates lost it for me, and I didn't lose it. So I'd rather have it on me than on someone else.
Andy Roddick is still the guy that is the last American male to win a major, and that's a while ago. But we've got a lot of guys flooding the zone right now. It's really great to see. Taylor Fritz made the finals of the U.S. Open last year. Now we have Ben Shelton and Tommy Paul, guys that have played well here in Australia before. But boy, it's nice, and we've got this young group coming up too with Lerner Tien and Alex Michelsen. But we really want to win one.
Everyone wants one of us to win a slam at some point, so we'll see who it's going to be. Someone in the next 15 years. We'll see who it's going to be. Who knows? But yeah, so something's working. That's for sure.
And in Melbourne, a new star is born. Alex Michelsen picking up the biggest win of his career at a major.
So Alex Michelsen is big serve, big forehand. I think competitor. He feels like he should be out there. I have that aura about him that he thinks he can compete against the top players. So then he's going to be dangerous in the future.
But a year ago, I was just a little kid, and I was just starstruck every time I went to the locker room. Seeing Novak in the locker room was absurd. I never was supposed to really be here in my eyes or in most people's eyes. Yeah, it's a lot different than the juniors. In the juniors, you can get away with a lot of stuff. You can get away with not eating good and not, going to the gym. I never went to the gym as a kid. You're not going to the gym and doing all this, but as a pro, you really got to tighten everything up. Your gym routine, your habits overall, and that was a big learning curve for me because I had to change a lot of things to be, a good professional tennis player.
Through to the third round here for the second year in a row. It was a little journey over from Rod Laver Arena, player concierge area.
Like I've sacrificed, almost everything to be a very good tennis player. So, and I'm happy to do it.
They won't know much about the young American. I think they like the way he plays and goes about his work.
I mean, I knew going in, Karin's a very good player. He's, like you said, I think quartered every slam, which is not an easy thing to do.
Khachanov winning the toss, but Michelsen is across the situation here because he's sent Khachanov down to the southern end, which means he'll be into the sun.
The sun was tough on one side for the serve, and he managed it a lot better than me. These guys are always applying pressure and giving energy to try to knock out their game.
Nice creativity there from Alex Michelsen.
I think I just played super well today. We were both struggling on that one side with the sun. It was tough, and yeah, super happy to get it done.
The rise of Alex Michelsen continues. The young American through the fourth round of the Grand Slam for the first time. A rising star.
Yeah, all good.
One of the great stories about this run is that you're doing it together with Lerner as well. Can you talk about how much you've been talking in person here on the grounds and or texting?
Yeah, a lot of both. We did pretty much every single day of off-season together, so really good to see that the hard work is paying off. We're very, very good friends. Definitely my best friend on tour.
Okay, I'm good.
Yeah,
go.
Look into this camera when you do it.
Okay,
yeah.
Here we go. That's good?
That was pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah. Solid.
That was loud enough? I feel like I played good tennis here. From what I remember in juniors, obviously didn't end the way I wanted to in juniors.
Well, he does it. Wow, what a match. What class and what quality from these two young gentlemen.
Tien he's a surefire thing.
I do feel like I played good tennis here, so I was very excited to come back and play my first men's Aussie Open, and definitely didn't disappoint. I mean, I've been playing tennis since I was young. It was just a part of my life that, I just accepted that I was doing. But I didn't really have a huge passion for it. I don't feel like I'm very good at much else, honestly. I've never really had time to try many other things, but when I kind of made that decision that I was just gonna go all in tennis, obviously the results improved. I just started putting more time and effort into it and started doing better, which made me enjoy it even more to the point where I am now.
Well, I'm a huge fan of the way Daniil Medvedev goes around plying his craft. You never know what you might get from him. And tonight he's up against a youngster, and he's one of the best next-gen players out there.
I feel like I've always been more of a calmer person on court. I don't like to fluctuate too much up and down. I think sometimes it hurts me a little bit when I'm bouncing up and down too much.
It doesn't get better than that. Tien takes a 2 sets to love lead.
A lot of these guys that have had good weeks here, I saw them at Next Gen just a few weeks ago, so it's been great to see them do well, and obviously you want to join them when they're pushing upwards.
Lona Tien has finally beaten down Daniil's door in an absolute epic here in Melbourne.
I've never gone 5 sets before this week, so that was definitely something.
The best win of his career. Athleticism, artistry, it had it all.
But a lot of new experiences, and I'm, obviously really happy with the trip I've had.
It was my room during. No, it's still my room, but I'm not anymore there. But it was my room during 10 years. If you see this one, it's the first one that my dad and my mom take from me, and this one as well. So when I started tennis, I was competing with my dad, and the winner was taking this trophy, the loser was taking this one. So I never won. I never won the big trophy, but it's it's the most important one for me. And then it's a lot of trophy. Orange Bowl, Hamburg, important.
Dis que ta maman elle aime bien le
C'est ce que j'ai dit.
Tu le mets dans le salon.
Yeah, there is one we have to put in the. There's one we have to put in the living room. This one, Orange Bowl. I went with my friends there, and so holidays. Yeah. And I won the tournament as well. Perfect week. We go to the park. So when I was young, I was always going to do a bike there, or playing football, or playing basketball. We were with all the family. For me, AO was the best slams when I was young, because it was the memory. Like when I was waking up in France, it was the night session in AO. So I was putting the TV, watching the night session. 2017, was it Rafa and Roger? Yeah, I remember that I watched this one. I remember that I watched also Roger against Nishikori. It was the best tournament.
On to Fils, 20th seed.
This player on the rise, isn't he, Chris? He's made some ground very quickly. Great ideas about his own future and his goals.
I mean, it's amazing to play on a big court. I never played on a big court like this in a slam.
It's the kind of player that tennis needs as well.
Yeah.
It's got something about him. He enjoys entertaining.
Je ne sais quoi.
How about that?
Okay, winning is important, but when you come out there and you're playing in front of 10,000 people, they're not coming to just watch plays, only same rallies, same points every point, I would like to sometimes to make them really happy and make them screaming my name, so I have to make something nice on the court.
Finished with a flourish. Job done for Artifice, but he came through, and he came through like all good champion.
I just want to enjoy myself on the court.
His goal is to win a slam, and of course he will entertain, because this is very natural. So we will do everything for him to win a Grand Slam.
Sometimes the tennis life, people think is very glamorous because we travel the world, we see a lot, but at the same time you're very disconnected with your roots, with your family, because you're always away in your relationship with your parents, your personal relationships. It's all about tennis, and that's sometimes hard to deal with.
The players who are there and you say, okay, maybe because of their parents, they were able to do more or less, they would not be there without their parents. If my mom wouldn't have taught me how to play tennis, with my mom, who knows what I would have become.
My mom is doing an amazing job. People are very quick to kind of pick on tennis parents in general, but it's fair to say without her there would be no Holger Rune today, and I'm not afraid of saying that because that's just the truth. And I think she's doing a great job. She really wants the best for me, and that warms your heart also to make your mom proud. We're in my childhood room, and this is where I sleep, and this is where I, have all my trophies. I feel like I worked so hard for them, so I feel like, when I look back and I look at them, they mean a lot because they put so much work into it, and if I just, throw them away, you kind of forget it a little bit more. So now I have a memory of so many good tournaments and good moments, so that's why I keep them. This is Roger, and he's my favorite tennis player. You know, I really admire how he played on the tennis court. He played very different compared to other players that are playing now, and it's super great. You know, also to watch videos of him. First it was Rafa Nadal, and then when Roger became #1, I changed to Roger because, you know, I feel like at that moment I was more like who's the best, and this is what I'm dreaming of and trying to achieve every day. I stay on the practice court, and of course I enjoy it. It's fun, but at the same time I'm doing it because I have a goal as well. And you know, this goal means a lot for me: winning Grand Slams, becoming the world #1. Yeah, I mean, obviously I have high expectations for myself, but I also think, you know, it's a good thing because it, you know, brings me fire and brings me motivation to, you know, try to reach that level of effort every day.
Holger Rune, he just wants to win. He just wants to do everything he can. His character, yeah, I don't think it's so easy to deal with. You can see on his facial expression that he just wants to win.
Well, good afternoon and welcome. Boy, do we have a good match in store for you today. Two heavyweights of the sport going toe-to-toe. Holger Rune, and he'll be up against the defending champion, Jannik Sinner.
His character is well, fearless. He is very an explosive player. You know, you never know what's coming.
Pyrotechnic tennis at its very best.
You know, this year we've been focusing a lot, and also in the off-season to, you know, trying to dig a little bit into the holes in my game.
Very efficient from the top seed. He wins the opening set.
You know, maximize my potential, build on my strength.
Second set. Great bounce back in the second set from Rune. Sinner is in trouble.
Also looking a lot at the statistic and see where I can get better on the return and stuff like this. I think, you know, we're doing a great work.
Jannik Sinner has found solutions. He's got a 2-1 lead.
My goal is not going to change at all until I reach it. So it's still to be the best player in the world, and I just have to continue and trust the process.
Sensational from Sinner. And somehow he gets the better of Holger Rune and is through to the quarterfinals for a third time here.
Different mentality than me or Carlos. Time will tell who is gonna be the part of the rivalries, and I think, but he's for sure gonna be part more and more in the future.
Yeah, so this is from my wonderful fans that I think it was after I lost the match where they said, "Keep your head high, Holger, the future's yours." And you know, it means a lot because obviously after devastating losses, you're a bit upset, but it's very nice to know that you have the fans all the time by your side, and I appreciate it a lot.
Day 4 of Australian Open 2019 on court 1573 in Camilla Giorgi. The 27 seed gets us underway against Iga Swiatek, the qualifier from Poland, who's having a nice junior career, the 17-year-old.
It's good experience for her, and just to get her nerves settled a little bit. So I think we're gonna see a lot of her, from what I understand from other people.
Yeah, that was my first year on tour, and probably like second like WTA tour kind of event ever. I still was kind of tight on money, so I stayed at some house of like Polish people that are living here in Melbourne. So it was for sure a different kind of trip than what I have now.
And that's the way to wrap it up. Solid win for Camilla Giorgi, 6-2, 6-love over a 17-year-old we're going to be hearing from in the years to come.
She played like so fast, you know, that I thought that, you know, I still have a lot of work to do if I want to be on WTA. For sure, I felt like, I don't know, I felt even like heartbroken after losses when I was younger. So I spent like 3 days after the loss thinking about it and not being able to get over it. For sure, it's easier now to find perspective and to know that, you know, this is just one of the many tournaments.
Ja, bardzo.
you know, if my dad wasn't so like persuasive and I don't know, teaching us like discipline and that we should always keep going, I think I wouldn't be here. So so for sure now when I see that I can play well and actually have this nice life because of tennis, I get it much more and I understand why he wanted me to be a tennis player.
I'm very impressed by her attitude. Every time she steps on court, she's such a perfectionist. She's been there for like some years now. And again, you see her as an older player, but she's only 24, right?
In between the tournaments, I love to go, you know, to the city and explore anything. In Melbourne, for sure, it's going to be good coffee. When I have a day off like today, it's, you know, one of my goals to have a good coffee. It's harder, you know, to do that when the tournament starts. But yeah, before, for sure, I have sometimes few days when people don't recognize me, so it's pretty cool. Can't stop me now! But for sure, there is gonna be a lot of pressure, and especially on tournaments like this one, you know, like a little bit chaotic. Okay. Also, like a lot of people to talk to. Hey guys. For sure, you know, feel different kind of tension. Full stadiums, but still you're trying to find your game.
In a slam, you know, it's different. Everyone wants to play amazing tennis. I mean, when you are playing on the great courts, you are playing in front of 10,000 people, 15,000. It's just not the same attention. You know, on tour, of course, it's great events, it's great tournaments. But when you play a slam, it's like everything stopped. In the mind, it's a bit tougher.
I know that if I'm going to be focused on the right things and going the right path, my tennis is going to be good and it's going to be progressing, and then I'll be happy. You know, I don't really care about all this off-court stuff that is going on sometimes in our life.
I always say pressure is something good because it means that you are doing something great, but you have to have it under control. The pressure can be also your biggest enemy.
When you are upset or sad, don't be afraid to show it, because like we're all humans, and sometimes the truest emotions is the best way to go through the tough moments.
Photo, please.
All right, so this is a little awkward. It's Mariana Velovic, the chair umpire, and there's Maria Andreeva smiling very happily with Scarlett. Marta Kostyuk not involved, and that's for political reasons.
As a teenager, I struggled with it a lot. Just the fact that people create their opinion, create their vision of me it's really their problem. Definitely as a teenager and being in such a spotlight and people looking and people judging and giving their opinion, it was very difficult. It's important to talk about what you believe in, you know. I was always a fan of this, and even if I say something that people don't like, it will not stop me from saying it, just because people don't like it.
These players today, they grow up with this social media and this platform that it's great, but at the same time it can create problems of, you know, anybody can say whatever they want, and so you need to really be careful.
Sometimes when you read the messages, the negative messages, you kind of get down on yourself, but we found a way to kind of put it aside and try to use that as either fuel or just laugh at those comments.
So I'm trying a little bit, you know, close ears sometime and just not watching or reading anything.
But now, no, if you do one thing, it's there forever. So then you need really to be careful sometimes, but at the same time, you want people to express themselves.
Final match of the day on the Kia Arena, the final match of wheelchair tennis here at the Australian Open 2025. Tokito Oda, 18 years old, already has 4 titles to his name. Absolutely incredible record. 27-year-old Alfie Hewitt They've played one another 18 times, 10-8 to order, very little to choose between them.
What we're doing in the sort of rivalry that we're having at the moment is one I'm sure I'll look back whenever I've retired someday and be very pleased about and happy that I can compete against him, because he's an unbelievable talent. He's still only 18. It pains me to say that because he's got a lot more years than I have on tour.
I think he's the biggest rival for me. He was in the number one and I grow up to number one, and then sometime I go two and then he's go to one.
18 times they've played each other in Oda's short career, and they know each other's games well.
When I was 9 years old, I was in the hospital, and like some people said like you can play like some sport with a wheelchair. I searched many sports at the YouTube, and then when I saw wheelchair tennis, I was like, wow, I'll choose this one.
I think the standard of wheelchair tennis is going through the roof because of players like him, and you have to react, you have to get better, and for us to be able to get a shot of winning these sort of trophies, we have to work hard behind the scenes.
How about that? That's going to be on the highlight reels.
Takito isn't shy of confidence, and you can see that on the tennis court. He wants to be as aggressive as possible and try and put the opponent under as much pressure, whether it's the serve, the return.
And again, Oda not ready to roll over yet. What a backhand.
Definitely on court, we fighting each other, and then also in off court, we talking about anything, and like the contrast like between court and then the offside of the court.
Break point, set point, match point, championship point.
We have to sacrifice things, as everyone does in their life. You have to remind yourself when you go through those tough days that this is what you're doing it for, and you got to put in the work, and hopefully at the end of it you get a reward.
It sails long. Alfie Hewitt wins. He is the Australian Open Men's Wheelchair Singles Champion 2025.
Yeah, it's an emotional one as well, because it's not just you out there. There's a lot of people behind the scenes that also sacrifice things, spending time away from their families. So I feel like I don't just do it for me, but I do it for the people that back me and support me, and that's part of the beauty behind what we do.
Come on, Carlos.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys ready?
Okay.
That's
Yes.
Tommy ready.
And
a bit of a nod, sort of nodding up and down, yeah.
I think there's more to see with Jannik and Carlos as well. I mean, that was an amazing French Open finals. Now Wimbledon as well.
And that's it. Jannik Sinner takes his piece of Wimbledon history.
Those two are very impressive, and I think that's like another step to greatness. It took Jannik maybe 4 years to grow mentally into the position that he believes in, being a champion, being able to win slams, where Carlos had an easier time. So every individual you have to, work with how far you can push them or take them, because they all are great individuals, but sometimes mentally it takes them. Some are faster and some takes longer.
Okay, don't worry about looking at camera when you're walking, just looking down. Let's go for it.
Coco Gauff was young when she stepped on tour, and she was the next big champion, and then she did really well, and then she had a little bit of a slower phase for a couple of years, and then she had to figure it out again, how to handle the situations, the pressures, the moments.
I'm grateful that I did get a quote-unquote head start on tour, just because I got to figure things out. The more time you spend in a situation, the more you learn, and still be able to manage it and still be able to trial and error things and figure out what mindset works best for me. It's I have more expectations than maybe most 20-year-olds do on tour. People forget that I am 20. I think since I've been around since I was 15, so 5 years now on tour.
What about this young woman at just 15 years of age, playing in just her third Grand Slam? The Wonder Kid, at her first appearance in Australia, has again disposed of one of the greatest players in the history of the game.
people pay attention to sports science more, so I feel like there's more of a gap maybe physically between like a 15-year-old body and like a 20-year-old, 25-year-old body, which I already know the differences just growing.
Gauff, she is showing us that she is up to the task.
Coco Gauff, just an unbelievable athlete. I mean, it's just, I can't even describe, like she could play any sport. She could be in athletics, she could play basketball, she could play tennis, she could do anything she wanted with that athleticism.
It's mentally not easy transitioning into juniors and into pro. Like, you have to get used to getting your butt kicked. Like, you go from, if you're a top junior, you're used to rarely losing, to be honest, and then you go to the pros and it takes like all your will to win a match.
Just want to speak slow, please.
I will. You can't get this wrong.
You know, it was a beautiful experience, you know, winning my first Grand Slam match.
Game. Alcaraz.
Carlos Alcaraz, the new kid on the block.
It's the showman. I mean, everybody loves him. Everybody loves to watch him play.
Carlos Alcaraz, the 18-year-old, showing the fighting spirit that he has.
Taking care about the details, the small things off the court and on the court makes difference.
Blindsided by the absolute brilliance from Alcaraz.
And that kid is only 21, 22 years old. So imagine when he has a little experience on the tour.
Jannik Sinner has clearly defined his greatness early.
And so when I came here, I played against Max Purcell, the first round match, and many things, know how it works in the locker room, you know, where to eat, what moment, and all this stuff.
And there it is, Jannik Sinner.
I feel like that the young players who are here now, and they are much better player than I was back then.
Sinner sizzles in Melbourne, and if he wasn't in the discussion for potential champions here, then he certainly is now.
I think Jannik Sinner is just the desire and the professionalism that he goes about his stuff. He's not worried about all the circles that goes around him.
It's sensational from Jannik.
Just focus on winning tournaments, winning the next point, and winning the next Grand Slam.
And a simply sensational way to win the Australian Open.
Playing a Grand Slam, that's the win for a tennis player. That's making second round, that's making a living. If you are going to play and win tournaments, that's great. I mean, those are the superstar players. But people want to win. They want to see you lifting the trophy all the time. So that part is hard.
128 men wanted to be here on Championship Sunday, but there are just 2 men who can realize that dream tonight.
It's always important, you know, to evolve your game, to trying to understand from your mistakes, and this is exactly, you know, the process, you know, the young players have to have, and me also including, still, you know, trying to proceed to this process.
The defending champion, Jannik Sinner, is looking for his 3rd consecutive hardcourt major title. Will it be 3rd time lucky for the world's 2nd best player, Alexander Zverev?
I always say pressure is something good because it means that you are doing something great, and I like this feeling. But you have to have it under control and have to make a good friendship with the pressure if you want to like and love the sport, because it's all about pressures.
Well, this is good stuff, isn't it? No other way to describe it.
You also need to have the right people around you, you know. Sometimes you need someone who has more experience than you. We as tennis players, we always want to go our way and then trying to understand with our mistakes what I can do better next time.
Both at their brilliant best. Precise, perfect and powerful. And that is Sinner all over.
For sure, it's different momentum, no, of tennis, and it's all a little bit changing. I always go day by day, everything can happen. Physically, I try to be as fit as I can, mentally in the best place as I can, and hopefully that can give me then the energy and power to go as far as I can.
Championship point. It's a second for Sinner, down under. It's a third major, and he was quite simply unstoppable.
You know, after obviously Roger and Rafa and Novak, you know, has been carrying the tennis and the sport for so many years, and we don't want it to die, so we have to bring our best level, and I think the young guys are doing that great.
Still Novak is here of the big three, but the rest of the players, and then we still trying to build up. That's what tennis needs. They need different characters, different players and game styles.
As you know, Mensik, Fonseca, Lerner, they're all going to be unbelievable.
Champion Jakob Mensik.
They're all different players. It's going to be exciting to see also who is going to make the breakthrough.
Mirra Andreeva, your champion.
I mean, in basketball, there is only one Jordan, there is only one Kobe Bryant, only one sprinter who can do this like Usain Bolt.
Coco, go!
You might not see that consistency all the time from all the players week in, week out. We will see some greatness, some great matches.
Carlos Alcaraz!
There is so much more depth in the game.
Going back-to-back, your Australian Open men's singles champion, Jannik Sinner.
You have to want it, you have to be hungry. You're the one who stands there and wants to win. It's you who chases the dream and is holding up the trophies.